Jess, hello. To be getting some people. I don't have anything good to say. I don't have anything else to do. Have a show. This is only my second one, so you haven't missed much. Mama, my friend. I just got buzzed by a hummingbird. Phew. Sitting out above the flowers right now. I figured that's something I could show y'all if anybody wants to come and see. Since it's a slow day in the live world. Usually gets to be I just start thinking about doing it, and then usually a short bus pops up. So I'm like, Shorty, speak of the devil. Hi. Make sure Mama Yoda follows me. I'm sure she'd be happy to see flowers and animals. Oh, I can't. I had to work an extra shift today than normal. Tay, hi. So excited. Excited to see you all, but then nervous at the same time. I don't have much to say. I am good. Thank you, Shorty. All right, y'all holler at me when you're ready to walk down the aisles and look at the flowers. Thank you, Mama. You're the bestest. Yes, we can see the babies too. But I'm up here first. So we'll do the flowers quick first. And then once we make our way to Mama Yoda. I'm so excited. So anyway, if anybody doesn't know this about me, I grow a U-pick dahlia patch during the summer for people to come and make their own bouquets. And yeah, I have over 100 different varieties, and it's kind of a madhouse to keep track of it all and keep it all organized, but what are you gonna do? I will warn you, it's a bit rough looking because we had a pretty good windstorm like last week, and some of it blew over, and propping it up is not always the easiest, but I did my best, and hopefully the sun straightens it out some too. But yeah, I figured I could show you the flowers. And also, while she's here, there's Miss Heidi. Heidi. Miss Heidi dog. Do 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 do. Jess, I'm over by Wildcat, remember? So you gotta get in the car and go about 3 hours. do, 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 do. I'm afraid the colors and stuff don't come through on the phone like they are in person, probably. Yes, Tay. Heidi, I think we've had her going on 3 years now. So we used to get this Amish paper that had like all kinds of their stuff advertised as far as farm equipment and livestock and that kind of stuff. And of course they always have dogs in there too. And I happened upon her and Mom in an ad for a guy locally who his male had died, and he had his 2 females, and he just wanted to get rid of them, but he said he needed at least $20 per dog, or he was just going to take them out in the woods and shoot them. So we paid for the dogs. We came home. We got our small stock trailer to haul back over to the Amish to load the dogs in and haul them back home, because they spent 0 time outside their kennel. They didn't have names. They didn't have any recall, no any kind of anything. They were just a dog. So anyway, Heidi stayed. Her mom, Greta, as we named her, we found her another home, and now Heidi lives outside, keeping the raccoons and the possums and stuff away from the birds. She's very gentle, doesn't bother anything, doesn't chase the cats. She just runs people over because she likes attention, and she'll just run right into your legs to get you to stop and pet her. But yeah. Tony, you missed her, but I'm sure we'll find her again before we're done. Right now we're looking at the dahlias, which, like here, when I was talking about the windstorm, this whole chunk, they broke off at the bases, most of them, and I had to pull them all out. So that was great. And you can see there's some that are still leaned over and twisted and whatever else. No, I don't, Jim Lynn. It's not legal where I am. No pot joints here. I gotta go back and look at chat because I ain't been paying attention. Absolutely, Tay. I seen them in that paper, and then we went and looked at them. And I said to my husband, I said, there's no way we're leaving them here. We're taking them home. Not that we really needed them or had room, but we made it work. So anyway, yeah. That's how it is with the Amish around here. They just have puppy mills, and once a dog's no longer useful, they just dump it, essentially. They'll dump whole litters of puppies if they can't get them sold. My big garden spider, her nest is, or her web is right there, but I don't see where she is at the minute. Hopefully that doesn't deafen you guys when that thing pings. Veggies, Tony, not really. Unfortunately, my family is very picky on vegetables. I usually grow green beans and carrots, and that's about the extent of it. Because that's about all we eat is green beans and carrots and peas, and I'm not growing peas and shelling them because that's just too tedious when I can just go to Aldi's and get them for little. And there's Heidi again. So you gotta say hi to Tony. He missed you the first time. Oh, Mama, don't be too impressed. Once I get them in the ground, they kind of gotta do their own thing. I try to keep them weeded until they grow enough to manage, and then they're on their own. Binwin, hello. And my milkweed explosion that I leave for the caterpillars. All right, that's the orchard. It's not too impressive either. Most of the apples that were on the trees fell off in the windstorm. And we get such late frost that half the time our blooms freeze because we're in a valley. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Is my Rage here? Ragey! Rage, you missed Heidi again. She's already made 2 appearances. That's the neighbor's hayfield. And the big woods. kind of, let me see. So that corner, there's like a little field my husband has with peas and beans in it for the deer this year. Then the corner of ours kind of meets up back there where the big woods, the dark trees start. And then it goes, follows the line up above the first two things of pine trees, and then there's a field up behind this big patch of pines. We have 20 acres altogether. I know, the wind sucks, Omar. Every time. I do not have any milkshakes in my yard. Oh, glitter. Banana trees, that would be interesting, but I don't think I can have any banana trees here. Opal, hello Opal. And crazy ass grandma's here too. Did I miss her? Oh my goodness. Holy cow, you guys, there's so many, even names I don't know. Heather, I am in Wisconsin. The south central / southwest-ish part of Wisconsin. There's my zinnias. And the dahlias that wouldn't fit in the upper bed are down here, and they really got blown over because I only had one layer of wire support up for them when that all happened. And I've got some pumpkins. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There's a bee checking out the pumpkin. He's sliding. Help! Why don't you matter, Jess? Doo-doo-doo. Dubsy! Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Rage, I don't have any milk cows. But if you see that barn over there, that's just the expansion that they built this year. There's about 1,000 Holsteins over there. So, they're not far. So yeah, it's my mess of flowers. This half, the last couple years, I also had all kinds of different flowers too, but then I kind of just let the back half go wild for pollinators, and because it was just too much. Too much, I had to scale back some. Oh my goodness. What sound does an orchard make, Glitter? I know, Tay, we've wanted bees for a long time, but we just never do because we're just kind of, I think, more scared because we don't know what to do with them once we have them. Yes, we're going to see the lambs. Mama already wanted to see the lambs first thing. I just got to find where they are. Over there. We'll go in through the barn and see how close she'll let us get. This is our new little sheep shack. My husband rough built this spring. Don't look at that broken gate that fell apart. Or the manure pile. I'll try to avoid that. They're like, what the heck are you doing? So yeah. See if I can zoom a little closer. There's the lambs. This is my my Melody. She was my bottle baby. A year and a half ago. Yes, don't troll me. Please don't troll me. I'm a nice person. This ewe is waiting to have lambs. See if you can get a wide shot. But yeah. What can you grow on your balcony in the shade? As far as flowers or food? Glitter. Bin. Really, sheep don't eat that awful much. I mean, they graze plenty in the summer. We've got 2 small pastures we rotate them between. They get more corn than they need, but my husband likes to see animals fat, almost too fat, so they don't starve by any means. But they don't get anything super crazy. She's so fat. Super crazy expensive or nothing. It's mainly just rolled corn with some mineral. And the goats, they just get a tiny bit of corn supplemented too. I think if we went through 3 round bales maybe in a winter with the sheep and goats would probably be about the extent of it, and they waste a lot of it. I'm glad, Mama Yoda. So, anything? I'll have to think about it, Glitter, and I'll have to message you directly. You can ask me more that way, otherwise I'll forget and lose my train of thought right now. That turkey is about 6 years old. He used to be able to just run around the yard, but then when we'd have people here for flowers, he'd like to push up on little kids and stuff. So he has to be in with the sheep. But he also roosts on like the edge of the board fence every night, so he could just as easily hop down on the opposite side, but he just chooses not to. So that tells you how smart a turkey is. I know, Jess. I don't get it either. Most of our sheep are hair sheep. However, some of them have a little bit of wool sheep in their background genetically. That's why that black one doesn't shed too well. This one has only shed out everything but her butt. That multicolored one, she has a little bit of a wool breed in her. We just got her this spring. Those are her lambs from this spring. And she's yeah, she didn't shed much at all this year. This ewe, her name is Goodwin. She is either 13 or 14, a registered Icelandic. We've had her for 9 years, I want to say. No, I don't have any milkshakes. She's she did have a lamb 2 years ago. But this summer, I think it's been pretty hard on her. I think she had a stroke, to be honest, because she kind of walks with a little bit of a curve this summer. But she's here till she can't be here no more. She does everything everybody else does. Cody. Hello, Cody. All right, I know I missed something. I seen it. He is kind of rough looking. He needs to molt. But I think, the sheep grab his feathers and whatever else when he gets too close. Do I use the wool? Nope, I don't use the wool. That's what I mean when I say hair sheep, is they are bred to, like, it's not wool, it's actually a hair, and they shed every year, and they are for meat purposes rather than fiber. So that was Mama's question. We will see the goats. I'll get there. I'm kneeling down and now everybody is coming to say hello. Right. This is Snow Pea. Her mama was Sweet Pea. This is Snow Pea. See, here's the old lady. This is the only one that is a true fiber breed. And she lets me use a pair of scissors to chop off her wool every spring. Because she doesn't like being warm. Goodbye, Nate. Yes, I do have horses. I do not have any cows. We have in the past, but not right now. I was gonna see if I could get any closer to the lambs or not. They're both boys. When did I tell you they were born, Mama? On Sunday, maybe? Hiding back there. There's the babies. I do, Shorty. I have a miniature jackass that lives with the goats. That'd be a good name for that turkey. There's Boofy. Boofy the cat and all the other lazy, worthless cats that don't earn their keep around here. All right. Horses or goats next? Horses or goats? What's this gonna be? All right, goats. There's also a pile of ducks if you see them floating around. Ducks and chickens of random assortments. We've got a few bobwhite quail. They're in that red cage up there. I don't know if you want to live with the goats, just Billy Goat, he's pretty stinky right now. They don't produce wool. Our sheep are hair sheep. So they naturally shed every year. It's just that one old ewe that I cut her wool off every year. And to be honest, that one little ewe's wool would not go very far. Nate. Anyway, there's the goats. And the jackass is down there in the corner, pouting for some reason. I'm surprised he doesn't come up. And there's this. He's a fainting goat. He can barely walk. He has literally been stuck upside down, attached to a hot wire before, an electric wire, overnight, getting pulsed every however many seconds to survive that. He will, like, in the other pasture, the winter pasture, there's running water, and he'll come back just with his whole side plastered in mud, like he fainted and fell over in the creek and couldn't get up right away. So it's kind of funny he even lives. But yeah. Those two were a spring baby and a summer baby. Goodbye, Tay. Good luck with her game. I hope she does amazing. His name is Jellybean, because he likes to eat jelly beans for treats. That's Ginger. She's a pest. My neighbor's coming down the road. Here he comes. He's coming. Nate? What can I answer for you, Nate? What do you want to know, Nate? I'm here for you, Nate. don't know if you can hear my dogs barking on the porch. My other dog. I do not have any cows. I do not have any cows. We used to have beef cows when we first moved here, but not enough pasture for cows and horses and everything else. There's Jelly Bean. Shorty. If we stand here and watch, I am sure the goats will give you a show like normal. I don't know if you've seen that video on my channel, but the two small goats will jump on his back and stand there until he gets sick of it. They're all waiting to get fed because it's chore time. But my husband does the feeding and he's working late. Another reason why I'm live. Right. Yeah. I'm not from Minnesota, but I am from Wisconsin. And I know my accent is terrible. Absolutely terrible. There he comes waddling over. There's Nate. A stinky, pee-filled Nate. Look at his, you can see how stringy his beard is. Now, if only you could smell that. I'm not even impressed. Not even the slightest. Well, I don't know which one you're talking about for sure, Glitter. It's possible that any and all of them could be pregnant, honestly, because they just live with the billy goat all the time, so. But that orange one, that's her baby that, no, not that one, that one. The orange one had that baby in, I want to say July, early July. And, trying to keep them straight. This one, with the blue eye, had this baby sometime this spring, I don't remember what month. And the other one, she had a set of twins. But, no, she had triplets this year, if I'm remembering right. And they got sold already because she had them quite early. So they've already been sold. I welcome the investigation. Visitors are always welcome. Nate's a pisser, accurate. Yes, Jess. A pisser and a moaner. All right. There's my sunflowers. The dog is still barking. And there's Miss Heidi one more time. Yeah, Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi. I'll show you the quill quick because we're here. Oh my goodness, Jess. I think we're having fajitas, chicken fajitas tonight. So, there's the bobwhite quail. Me too, Opal. All right, I'm sorry, Glitter. What did I miss? I hope know if all of you know what guineas are. Guinea fowl. Got a batch of guinea babies I can show you quick too. We've got orphan ducklings that are over here. They are not a fan of me. There they are. That's the story around here. I've got all kinds of ducks in there forever having babies and losing them as they drag them around through the grass. Woo. Same with guineas. They're an awesome bird to have for bug control, but they're not really smart when it comes to rearing their babies. So anyway, once I finally had one that hatched out a batch, they got locked up so that they make it to adulthood. Which I think somebody should have locked Nate up and beat some sense into him. That sounds delicious, Jess. I do, Mama. And I used to have more. Ugh. We used to have peacocks. We had like 4 different kinds of quail of all different sizes. Like I said, we had beef cows when we first moved here. Just all kinds of stuff. But it just got to be too much. Too much, and I was getting too old. If anybody else missed it, I said in the beginning, up there, there's about 1,000 head of Holstein dairy up there. Yeah, they can be pretty finicky, Cody, especially wild ones. Like pheasants, we've raised pheasants a couple times, and they're just dumb, and they're hard to keep alive. They will very literally just drown in their own little water drinker that's, 1/4 of an inch deep. Shorty needs guineas. They are good. I definitely contribute the guineas to controlling the tick population and mosquitoes. That's Beulah. She won't let me get very close because she's an ornery pony. And she's mad at me because she has to wear that muzzle. Because otherwise she gets diabetes and her feet get sore and she can't walk. So she's getting old and she's too fat. So she has to stay on a permanent diet. And this is Jill. Jilly. She is a halflinger. My husband's riding horse, who is confirmed pregnant from the vet. So we'll hopefully carry that baby through to next April/early May. She actually has been getting extra progesterone supplement because the last time she was bred, she miscarried. And she's getting up there in age, so they checked her levels, and that's why we started giving her supplementing. So this baby stays, and so far so good. I wish you could. Glitter, if you come, she'll let you. Yeah, right? She'll let you do whatever you want to her. If you scratch, she'll stand forever. And there's Commander Skip, as my husband calls him because of his fly mask. Or, not Skip. Oh my gosh. Kip. Chico. Commander Chico. My words get ahead of me. Ahead of my brain. That's my husband, or not my husband's, my daughter's horse. Kip is a 24-year-old registered paint. Even though you can see he is very much only brown with that little bit of white on his head. It doesn't work like that though, Shorty. He was also an Amish horse. We've had him 2 years. His registered name is Short on White. But yeah, you can see, if you see these marks on his side, and then these marks on his leg, those are permanent marks in his hair from where he had to pull the Amish buggy. So we picked him up just kind of accidentally. We ended up with him when we were looking at a different horse. We stopped at an Amish greenhouse and said, hey, you know anybody that might have a riding horse they'd want to sell? And they said, well, we've got this one. He's getting kind of old, so he can't really do what we need him to anymore. And we brought him home. Really, this is nothing but a giant retirement home. Because you're looking at 24. He's between 20 and 22, they figure. She's getting close to 20. Yes, on the registry, I know, Shorty. The youngest one is probably the pony, Mr. Valor. He's the sassy one. Kind of the boss of just about everybody here. Watch out. We got one more. There's Neva. Neva. We also picked her up from the Amish, a different Amish, last summer. That's my husband's new riding horse. She is actually a Belgian Shetland pony cross. Her mom was the Belgian, her dad was the Shetland pony. If you can believe it. The guy said that they had a gravel pile that summer and his kids decided that they were gonna experiment. Oh no, Bubbles, don't be shitting in Jess's kitchen. Now my husband's home. He's gonna be like, why are you talking to yourself? Oh, you know. Oh, you know. They can't read thoughts? I don't know. I don't know. Here's my Valor. He is also a chunk. He also has asthma. Right. And he's got a pretty blue eye. Right. He's gonna lick the dirt off my fingers. Okay, now I gotta get out of the sun so I can see. Since they're older, do their neighs ever get hoarse? No, I don't think so. Not that I've noticed. They probably just neigh less because they're old and they don't care. Yeah. Now, what did I miss? Any questions? If I missed your questions, ask them again. But yes, Glitter, you can come love on just about any one of these, except for mine, because he just doesn't care enough. And the ornery little pony, because she just protests everything. I don't see any deer out. Usually in that far field all the way out there, there's deer at night. But nothing out yet. Hopefully I am still maintaining service, by the looks of it. Are we still working, guys? Somebody chat me up. Don't look at my fat shadow. Right, Bewley? Mr. Bewley. Hopefully she'll have a baby in the spring also. Because when she has a baby and something to nurse on her, that helps keep her weight down and keep her sugar levels good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I do not, Jess. Oh my god, it's terrible. So terrible. Just ask Nate. He'll tell you how terrible it is. So yeah, I guess that's all I've got. You guys seen it all for now. Like I said, my husband's home and he's gonna come be wondering what I'm doing, and he ended up working late, so he'll be extra good mood, I'm sure. But if you decide to go troll somebody, let me know. I want to come too. Right, Mama? No, that's okay. I don't take anything too serious, especially being around for the last year or so. We just chill. Ricky Digglers. Do I know who you are? That's half the problem. When people come in here with locals' names different from the names in here, then I don't know. Because I'm not that smart to remember all that. You're so welcome, Omar. We'll do it again sometime. Maybe when we have another set of lambs. Right. Hmm? What is locals? And how much for locals? Thank you, Dubs. I'm glad you were here. Glad you were here. I love you all. I love you too, Glitter. I love all my friends. And hopefully we find something to do this evening. I seen Demas go live on Kick. Set a test of some sort. I'll have to go give him some 20 questions again like I have been. But other than that, you can... Radimus! Hi! You're late to the party. We already did the whole tour. I guess you'll have to wait till next time. Oh, Jamie. You guys gotta tell me when to schedule the next tour. I tried. I figured, hey, nobody else is doing anything. Shorty's not live right now. No catches are on the books. So yeah. If you want to see all the creatures and critters, and the flowers were at the very beginning, Jamie. You'll have to go back. You can see the newly appointed Nate, the stinky billy goat. Absolutely. There was like 26 or so plus people in here at one point. It kind of got crazy. You know, it's hard for me to look at my screen because it was bright out here, but now we're just chilling. Thank you, Radimus. I appreciate it. Check it out. Don't get annoyed by my terrible Midwestern accent. Holy cow. 30? Are you kidding? Well, hopefully they weren't too disappointed. Valor's over there licking the dirt because there's some kind of mineral that he's not getting from his own mineral block that he's just licking out of the dirt. Like I said, he's kind of different. Kind of different. And you wonder why he has asthma. Sitting there with his nose in the dirt. Shorty, I will send Mama Yoda after you. I won't even think twice. Well, I'm sorry if I missed... I'm really sorry if I missed any questions, especially. If you have actual questions you want answered, you're welcome to message me wherever. Because it's hard for me to multitask when it comes to walking and talking and looking at the screen. And yes, you are. You are too afraid of her. Don't you lie. I love Mama Yoda. She cracks me up. Did you just hear that cough? That was him. That was him. Who is my favorite? Oh my lord. Glitter, I can tell you that favorite is a word I don't really use and I don't really comprehend in my artistic brain. I really like my donkey, even though he was kind of a jerk to me a while back this summer when I was trying to trim his feet for him. But I always wanted a mini donkey, and I just got him like a year and a half ago. So I really do love him. I know, Dubsy. Who said that to me? I think it was Mama and Jamie were trying to convince me that I would have a good voice for that. He just nudged me. Now he's licking me. You better not bite me. You better not. You better not. Yes, Jamie, even though he was an ass, he still wins my heart. Now, do you see this? That he's doing that because he wants me to scratch his butt. Right. Scratch my butt. Scratch my butt. Shorty, why did you burn dinner? I don't get it. But yes, anytime anybody wants to come to Wisconsin to come visit me, you're always more than welcome. I will happily let you hug and love on anything you want, except for me, because I don't do that, right? No, we don't. All you did was ruin your own supper. I don't know what good that does to her. You're not afraid of her putting you on a diet, or I don't get it. What's the logic? I'm unsubbing from Short Bus until he gets a ring light. That's what I'm doing. See, we're getting scratches. Yeah. As far as my favorite animal, as a whole, is the horses, probably. And then one of my favorite farm animals is actually pigs, which we've had pigs on and off multiple times. But they just are a little harder to keep integrated with the other stuff. What works for us is if we can keep all, like the sheep and the goats and everything, they all live together in the winter. They're just separated right now because we had that extra little pasture that needed something in it to keep it ate down. So otherwise, they always live together. And we used to have the pigs live with the other stuff, but then I had one dirty little sow that decided to eat a newborn lamb that was definitely not dead because I seen it alive. And then when I got home, it was half eaten. So there's that bit of grossness. So then the pigs left. Ow! Who's my favorite in chat? Oh man, that's too hard. Who's hiding in the bathroom cabinet, Shorty? It was sad, Jamie. I was pretty upset. See? Opal knows what I'm talking about. If you missed it when I was talking about the horses, Opal, my gelding is a registered paint. His registered name is Short on White because he's pretty much just a solid bay with a tiny star on his head. Yes, Jamie was the first one to drag me on here. Kicking and screaming. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just a very introverted person. So this isn't hard because, you know, you're not sitting here in front of me, all 16 of you. How come I can see people reference Grandma in chat, but I can't see her? Why can't I see Grandma in chat? No, Shorty, I did not. And we always had the smaller sized pigs. We never had like the full size butcher sized pigs. Ours were always homestead type pigs. So they were just small and fat. Thank you, Glitter. See it? I can't see her. How frustrating. Grandma, I'm sorry I can't see you in my chat for whatever the reason. But I promise I love you. Mama Yoda. Yes, Charlotte. Mm-hmm. Yes. Horses are something else. And then you got these ones that are just half a brain cell. Sit and play with his lip on the barbed wire. Right. Right. He's gonna let the rest of them walk away. Yeah, that is really weird that I can't see her in chat at all. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody else. Here we are with the butt again. The butt again. I will always be the OG simp for you, Jess. Grandma! How dare you block us all? Nope. I love you all. Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody but Nate. And I don't mind him, because it's whatever. He was here and interacted, so I can't complain. Your own mini animals by a fake cowboy? Where did you find a fake cowboy? That does not surprise me, Opal. I am not a fan of Arabians. Here is the demand. And you can see the dust, maybe. There you can see it, and you can see it under my fingernails. I appreciate that, Glitter. I thank you so much for being proud of me. That means a lot. It's nice for people to say nice things. And you can go live. You can do it. I can only do it because I know everybody here is just good people. If you weren't good people, I certainly wouldn't do it. Oh, thank you, Jamie. It's my favorite place, too. I will at some point, Shorty. I just don't know. I don't know when or what about, you know? I'm just me, and I don't do much very exciting. I'm not funny. I'm just here. I guess at some point we can go around the house and look at the flowers around the house. That's one thing we haven't done. Right. And meet the little dogs, the house dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Right. We don't tolerate bullies. We don't tolerate bullies, even though this thing is one. He bullies the big horses out of the feeder. He's got little man syndrome. I'd walk out to the end of the pasture, but I typically lose service once I get down into the dip by the pond. And we'd go look for deer. I can see a couple of them out way back there, but... So I live on a dead-end gravel road, and that big woods to the back goes a long ways. And we get deer upon deer upon deer just out here in the fields around the house. Both sides of the road, just all over. What? Who was singing? Certainly not me. Glitter! No! Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not. Ask Polanski's to make a Nate the Jerk song. That'd be a good one. Oh, what's this? Uh-oh. Well, Aaron is live, so I guess we're going. I love you all. Thank you all so much, and we will definitely do this again at some point. Let's see if I can figure out how to end this one. I forgot from last time. Oh, there we go. Love you guys. Bye.